So I have been purchasing, and I've been given various different keg couplers, and the only ones I've been able to find are these. This is a key keg coupler, which is on loan from the Dorothy Packs down in Victoria Keys here in Sheffield. If you're ever visiting Sheffield, you must have a drink at the Dorothy Packs. It's probably our nearest boozer, and it's bleeding brilliant. Right, advert over. So got these S-type, these ones. I've also got some other type as well. Got a big box full out in the van, but these are the most common ones I think we'll be using. So I thought I'm going to strip them down, start having a look and clean them up. These are John Guest fittings. Now John Guest fittings are just push fit. You push them in, but in order to get them out you need to push this little here grey ring in with something, and I find a 10mm ring spanner perfect for that. So you push that in and then you pull. No, I've only just put that in lightly just to show you. There you go, and you pull that out, and so that's the gas in. Let me zoom you out here a little bit. That's the gas in, and this is the beer out. And the first thing I noticed when I took all these out was it is an incubator unit for bacteria. Look, that is foul. So I think the main thing that I'm going to want to do is strip all these down and nuke them. So we take the John Guest fittings off, and the first thing I noticed was the two, although the screw-on fitting is the same, the insides of the John Guest fitting, oh actually no, that is the same as that one. Wasn't on these anyway, but on here there is also, which I think is probably a non-return gas valve, and again it is just yuck. So let's get the rest of these off and have a little look. And out of these 5 S-type connectors, I've got 3 different types. This is the type that I showed originally. Let's zoom out, which has this type of gas non-return valve. I suppose that's to stop potentially any fluid entering the gas line. And then in the top it's got a little plastic stopper and then a ball underneath, which I'm again guessing is that's to stop any gas just going straight down into the, I don't know, into the fluid outlet. So that's this type. This again has a different type of restrictor non-return thing, and in the top it has a little spring holding the ball in place. Oh, fuck off. Anyway, let's just put that on the spring. Hopefully it won't go too far, so the spring holds that down. And then this one, this is the 3rd type, which has again the little ball goes in there, and then that little plastic thing insert stops the ball coming back up to top. And this has the gas protector valve, non-return valve, in the John Guest fitting, although I suspect that is just a push in. Don't know. So out of the 5, that's brilliant, isn't it? 3 different sorts. and they're all really minging, so all need a very good clean. But I'm going to have to do them, I think, individually, so that I don't get the different parts mixed up, because I suspect, I'm not sure, but I suspect these are kind of proprietary, although I haven't checked the size of my balls. The balls are different sizes, so why aren't I surprised that I've got different sized balls? So start cleaning these all up, because I'm absolutely paranoid about hygiene and ting, and this just really makes me want to throw up. These are what came out. So, and I've got about another, don't know, I'll go and check. Oh, it's cold today, so out into van we've got some of these flow jet things, which I think are for Coca-Cola. They'll probably end up going on eBay or something. And then so we've got, I think that's a D type or an A type, not sure. So that's, they've got strain relief valves on the top. Oh, I didn't realise. Oh, looky look, hadn't realised, but we've got a CO2 valve. Didn't know that was in there. So that's good. Yeah, can never have too many CO2 valves. That's another, is that a D type? I think it's called a D type. Similar to the key keg one, but not similar enough, you bastard. Another one of those, A type, D type, and another, well, I don't know what this is on there, but again with the strain relief valve, sock, another flow jet, Coca-Cola flow jet. Oh, a bar towel, that's good. What's it? Feakston's bar towel, even better. Another one, oh, that's a Guinness one. All these came from people who go in and strip pubs before they're knocked down or converted into houses. So that's another one of those. I think that's your kind of Carling type one. There's another Guinness one. God. Another one of those. I thought there was some, oh, there are some S types. There's an S type with strain relief boots on. I wonder if they just pull off. I'll take one of those in, have a play with it in a minute. So yeah, as you can see, there's quite a lot of these. That's another S type. That's good. With a broken thing. I think that's to stop the pin coming out. Is it broken? Might not be. I might take that one. I'll take that one in, have a look at that as well. Right, so yes, another Coca-Cola, another bar mat, Carling, another one of those, I'm guessing Carling. Yeah, so that's what we have, quite a few so far, and I've got a couple more inside as well, and it's starting to rain. Thank you. Well, this is good news. These do just pull off. So these strain relief jobbies, that's nice, because that stops any potential pull on the John Guest fitting. And this is a little clip off, so that unclips. Am I going to do it one-handed? Am I? Bollocks, because I don't use a tripod. So with two hands that unclips. And what's useful to know is that then pulls out. So that means you can remove this to clean it. What that bit in there's for. So that's good, because this pushes up and down. That pushes down into, I don't know if I can show you. There's a spring there somewhere anyway. So that's good. That means that that can come off to be cleaned easily enough. Then that pushes back into there. On the other side, it comes back through. And then that just clips on, which I'm not going to do one-handed. So that's right. So we've got some strain relieving, some nice tight black to go around, tightly grasp around the stop it. Right, so that's the S-type connectors, which, as I said, are probably going to be the main ones that I'm going to use. Some of those, I think they're A-type or D-type. I will need to check. I think they might go on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or something. Of our 20 lines, is it 20? 20 lines and 3 hand pulls, and possibly 3 event taps. On the 20 lines, they're going to be different local beers, I suspect, mainly on 30 litre kegs or key kegs, so either normal Sankey kegs or key kegs. Then 3 what I'm calling event lines. So if we rent this place out, oh god, imagine clearing this out to have an event. It does clear out. We have had some remarkable parties here. Then I'm just going to have 3 lines on, I think, just a lager, a bitter, you know, that sort of thing, or even just 2 lines, a lager and a bitter, who knows. I don't think the craft beer is going to be big for events, and then I just won't use those for normal club nights. And then some cornies, go around local breweries, say, can I have a corny keg full of, what's the worst they can do, is say bugger off. So yeah, 20 lines, 3 hand pulls, and a couple of event lines, just, you know, for pilot high, sell it cheap sort of rubbish. Yeah, good. Right, we're coming together. I'm going to start giving all this, I'm going to go Google the best way to clean all this, because looking at this makes me feel a little nauseous, and it makes me feel like, you know, all those times I've been in a pub, has there been this bacteria, potential bacteriological, and I know, yes, it's not on the inside. I don't know, it's the inside that you use to clean your lines, but just looking on the inside of a couple of these, they're fairly minging, and some of the balls are discoloured, certainly discoloured. I think they should be white, and they're certainly stained balls. So good cleaning, see where we go with that. I've bought a couple of the couplers in that I had in the van, and just to point out, and this is bacteria. It's growing its own life species in there, so that's pretty fucking foul. Now I did take some of the John Guest fittings, which were also very rancid, off the 3 Angram beer engines, hand pumps, and just soaked them in sodium percarbonate, and I think they've come up not too bad. For the avoidance of doubt, and I know I'm just not going to mention it on Facebook because it's full of, well, just anyway. Sodium percarbonate is not a sterilizer, it's a cleaner. And I know people have put photos up saying, you know, I found, same as VWP, it's not a sterilizer. It might say that on the label, but it's an incorrect use of the term. To sterilize this, I would need to boil it or put it in an autoclave up at the university in the labs up there. There's a difference between sanitizing and sterilizing. And this is why you should not take your advice from Facebook groups, because there's always an idiot who'll post a picture of something that says, oh, well, it says sterilizer on the label. It's not a sterilizer. So I'm going to sanitize this, clean it and sanitize it. And I'm just wondering if it does all come apart. I'm just going to take a quick look. Answers that question. So take the pin out, handle off, and pull this out. That's made me a lot happier knowing now that I can, because if you have a look, I mean, that is really quite grubby in there. So now I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm thinking maybe dishwasher. Don't know, need to just check how that's likely to affect the rubber seals. I will take the gas check valve out, but I'm thinking hopefully all this stainless steel, that's my little ball in there, stainless steel in the dishwasher. Right, so that's where I'm at the moment anyway with stuff for the bar. Not going to carry on any longer. I do still need to get some key keg couplers. I'll have a look online. Found a good place in Sheffield called In Cellar, in as in INN Cellar equipment, which are good for John Guest fittings and beer line and just about everything else. So until next time, this is just the quickie of where we're at with the cellar and bar build for the Boathouse Social. Cheers.